My name is Jean, and this is my story about living with joy and meaning. I lived in this really all-white neighborhood in Claremont. I wasn't very materialistic ever. My husband was, and we got married and we'd dream of the day that we'd get a new car, and we got things little by little. But then when we had a really nice house and a really nice car and we had all the things, it was kind of like things got boring. My marriage was not good and hadn't been for a really long time. I was surrounded with a lot of people that wanted to ignore what was going on. And my father was from Texas, and he was a racist. And way back, I just knew that was wrong. I just knew that people are supposed to respect and appreciate each other, and that all of us are children of God. Through working in the church, I went to a religious education training-like conference up in the mountains. For the first time in my life, I had the opportunity to know a black person on a more than superficial level, maybe someone who came and did our ironing or something. You could live here for 30 years and never see the black community. The freeways are designed to go around. Unless you're going to the community for something, you never, ever, ever see it. The first time I drove to Southeast on an errand, it was there was rioting in other places, and I lost my way. I didn't know how to get where I was going, and there were 4 black teenagers, which we were told to be really frightened of, but I needed to find my way, so I called them and asked, and they were really nice to me and helped me, Martin Luther King's assassination changed my life. I couldn't sleep after his assassination for several days. And finally, one night, lying awake, I decided that I couldn't change the world, that all I could change was the space I was in. After making that decision, I left my job, I left my husband, I left my neighborhood, and changed everything in my life. And it was kind of a shock to my children. I don't regret it. It led me into a whole lot of new experiences and a really interesting life. Taking off and traveling around the United States and being by myself a lot. Places I thought I wouldn't meet soulmates or people that I could agree with, I did. Like in North Carolina turned out to be one of my favorite states, and I met a lot of people who were from the Appalachians, grew up hillbillies, but they were loving, caring people, and they were open-minded, and that surprised me. And every single move was a terrible burden. All this junk I had in my life, stuff to move. The dumb stuff I keep, like little stones I picked up on the beach somewhere. I don't even like having too many photographs. You have to dust and take care of them and do all this stuff. Other people, when they move here, have to downsize and get rid of things, and I didn't have anything. I'd already figured out that having too many things just sort of was like imprison me, and I wanted the freedom to be able to move and do what I wanted. So here I am, and I'm really happy. I realized freedom has been one of my big things all my life. I want freedom. Things get in the way.